Hey, everybody, welcome back to DMs Anonymous. And this is our official game. And we have Ari from the podcast and two other new
Howdy.
people. Everyone who isn't Ari, give us your introduction, who you are, and how long you've been playing, and all that good stuff.
Dave, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So my name is Dave. I've been playing since, must have been 2010 when I started. Primarily Pathfinder, and just switched to D&D 5e now that I'm playing again. So I'm excited to be a part of this.
My name is Zach. I've been playing for about 4 years. I've done a bunch of different systems, but primarily stick to Pathfinder. And I'm always open to playing a new game as long as people are happy to have me.
Yeah, and so what we're going to be playing for the official game is Pathfinder 2e, which I think will be, obviously the Pathfinder people will be familiar with it, but it's still a new system for everybody as a whole, which is good. But what we're doing right now is a game called Microscope, which is a world building game. You can find it. You link below, Drive Through RPG. It's fantastic. And so the first part is what we call the paintbrush. And we're going to go around for as many rounds as it takes. And we're going to say what must or must not be in the game. So we're going to go Zach, Ari, Dave, and then me for the paintbrush. So what do you want to be or not be in this game?
And we're starting with me? Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely want magic in the game in some form.
Okay.
Oh, is it still me or do we move on?
No. You've done yours, Ari?
Oh, sorry. I thought Dave was next. So I'm going to say no deck of many things.
There's no fun in that. I'm kidding.
I'm just while I'm doing this, y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Dave, what do you think?
Let's have flying cities.
Okay, for my part, I want no time travel because that just fucks with everything. Zach, is there anything more or less you want in this game?
Nothing really sticking out to me right now, honestly.
All right, Ari?
I'm going to say that I would also like to have island nations.
And please excuse my spelling because I cannot spell for shit.
You're fine.
Dave?
I'm happy.
Well, I'm going to say I want some kind of dragon nation. Zach, anything you want to add or delete?
An Inquisition?
Okay, I'm going to need to ask what kind of Inquisition. Because
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
it's too
I'm sorry, I was
broad.
fruit. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to narrow down in my head. I realized as I said, I'm like, I should probably narrow this down. Maybe some sort of like religious one, like, I guess a better word would be a cult, going around harassing people of other beliefs.
Okay, yeah, a cult Inquisition. That's great. Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm going to put the Ixnay on space travel.
Dave?
And I'm going to put the kibosh on resurrection spells.
Ooh.
I Nice.
Well, no, it's my turn.
Oh, my bad. God, I'm so sorry.
Dick.
Gosh,
Just
Zach.
kidding.
I deserve that.
Must have sea adventures.
Ah.
I like it. Let's see.
No, it's Zach's
Boring.
turn. Zach's turn.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Order.
um, must have dinosaurs.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say, there are multiple pantheons of gods.
I'm just gonna say many gods.
That works.
And anthropomorphic animals.
High magic is a thing. So,
How
like,
exactly are you defining high magic?
things like magic trains, magic ships,
Anything
airships.
magic?
Okay.
I'll just say magic airships. I think that would pretty much cover it. Zach, what's up?
No teleportation.
Doing that real-time travel, eh?
You have to screw a DM over.
Let's see. There's at least one civil war going on.
Good. You're finally awake.
Gosh.
So you're gonna have to at some point while we're creating the universe, build that civil war.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
Dave?
fully expecting you guys to help me out with
Do my best.
Magic cannot create food or drink.
I'm going to say, because I don't know exactly where it is in Pathfinder, but mechanical beings, warforged, etc., are a thing.
Okay.
That
I guess to go off of yours, kinda. Artificial limbs can also be a thing for anybody, whether it's an injury or just cosmetic.
okay. Ari?
Hmm.
And it's okay to say you're done. Just being clear,
Yeah.
because when we're all done, we're gonna move on.
All right.
Yeah. Dang, I had like two in mind, and then I immediately lost them because I got distracted. Let's say there is there at one point in the history was a now extinct race.
So an extinct race that is still talked about.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good with what we have here.
Okay. I'm going to say there is at least one strong power.
And I'm going to add that a deal with an outsider is limited. So nothing like, bring these people back from the dead or give me the same power as the king.
Okay, so I don't know how to phrase that. No deals that break time and space.
There you go.
All right. So it is possible for mortals to become deified.
So you're talking like liches and demi-liches and that kind of stuff, right?
That along with I guess the way I'm thinking about it is kind of the power of belief can
Okay.
if you get enough of a following and get the favor of other gods kind of deal.
Okay. Dave, anything to add? Just subtract.
There are no other planes of existence. All gods exist on Earth.
I'm going to say no other planes beside the material.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm good with that.
misspelled again, but whatever.
You're good, man.
I don't have anything to add, so I'm done. Zach?
Yeah, I think I'm good here too, honestly.
I think I'm done as well.
Dave?
I am also done.
Okay, so the next part of Microscope is we're going to have periods. So Zach, if he wants, he can also pass, can just put out a period of history. It could be 1,000 years or 10 years, doesn't matter. And so it could be like the rule of dragons or the time of sea forage or whatever. And that is what he's able to do. And everyone else after that can either put a period before or after him, or put an event, which is something that happens inside of it. Like, okay, there was the war of the water, and then the event is the great ship battle between these two nations, and the scene is this like these two ships fought each other. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So Zach, what's your first period? You get the blankest canvas, man. It's great.
All right. I'll say it's about. I'll go with the cliche 1,000 years. And
but what's happening in 1,000 years? It's got to be
right.
something.
Dragons are around and they're ruling over, and at some point in this period, the gods come in.
No. You can't do both.
Oh, you only choose one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if the gods were to come in, that would be a separate period.
Okay.
Because obviously in what we consider human history, we would mark that very dedicated as, I mean, hell, we said, BC, like before Christ and after Christ, right? So like if dragons were a thing, we'd be like, before dragons and then no longer dragons. You know.
Right. All right, so then just the dragons are ruling over at this point.
All right, Ari.
All right. So I can do something either before or after or within. I'm going to put, So I'm going to put a period after and call it the era of light. And let's say that that's when most of the magical advances were made.
Okay. Dave, what are you thinking?
I'm going to put an event inside the dragon rule.
All right.
And the human king makes a pact with the Fae against the dragons.
I realize like the entire internet's gonna be washing, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to misspell things.
You're good.
You're totally fine, man. This is not the spelling bee. You do not have to spell iridocyclitis.
Oh God.
So it's my turn. I'm going to say so. The era of light is when magic really comes in the world, right? Is that what you're thinking?
When most of the magical advances came into the world. So maybe magic existed before but hadn't really been utilized.
So I'm going to say magic comes to travel.
Okay.
So magic trains, very Eberron if you've ever played it. Zach.
Right.
I'm gonna pass this time. I'm thinking things out.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna put another period before the dragon rule, and it's going to be the first mortal ascension to godhood.
That is interesting. Dave.
I'm going to put an event within Magic Comes to Travel, and it will be the Great Race to the Eastern Pole.
What does that mean?
It means that a number of thaumaturges or magical scientists or what have you discovered a massive well of power and created their own means of travel and raced each other to that well of power in the east.
Okay, so that's something for the notes. And obviously you'll be able to listen to this again, but Great Race to Eastern Pole. That's a good start. So it's me. So again, what was the era of light, Ari?
When mortals began to actually utilize magic.
Start of magic schools.
I like it.
All right.
So they were training people in magic. Zach, you're up.
All right. I guess I'll do an event under Magic Comes to Travel. And that's when blacksmiths started to incorporate magic into their smithing.
I'm just gonna put magic weapons or magic equipment.
There you go.
Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Ari.
All right, I'm also going to put a scene, or I'm going to put a scene under the Great Race to the Eastern Pole.
Okay.
And it is the final push to the Eastern Pole. A Sky Captain and a Sea Captain are the first two to make it to the Eastern Pole, and they make it at the same time. Or about the same time.
And please don't, just because I have to expand the cells, don't think that they're more important or less important. It's just what I've got to do.
Yeah, no.
Totally understand.
No worries at all.
Dave, what do you think?
So I'm going to put a scene under Great Race to the Eastern Pole.
Okay.
And that is going to be the Sky Captain and Sea Captain discover the Eastern Pole is the last living god.
Well, if we have multiple pantheons of gods, well, okay.
Would you be okay with last living known god?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to put this as race to worship. So because of this discovery, races have started to come into, they're starting to re-worship in other things. So yeah, so it is a very religious time. Zach, you're up.
I'm going to put an event under race to worship.
Okay.
Around this time, a cult comes to be around this time.
What kind of cult?
The kind that sacrifices people that aren't believers in their deity.
Is that all right? Delhi cult comes to power.
That works.
Great. Okay. Ari.
I'm going to put an event under first mortal to godhood.
Okay. Yeah.
And said mortal god goes to hide at the East Pole.
So, I mean, just as a thing, these events don't have to tie together.
But it's fun if they do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not tying a story together. We're starting a story. So, Dave, what's up?
I'm going to put an event under Dragon Rule. It's the wedding of the human king to the fairy queen.
Mister, can I help you?
So it's up to me. So I'm going to put a scene under the wedding of the human king is the killing of the fairy princess. There you go. So so at some point in the past, a fairy princess was murdered.
Fun times.
Zach, you're up.
All right. I'm going to put a scene under Dragon Rule,
Okay.
and it's going to be the king vowing revenge against whoever killed the princess.
All right. I'm going to put a scene under the start of the magic schools and say that the largest magic school burned down and was dissolved into multiple smaller schools.
Where is that is exactly?
That was under Era of Light.
Okay. Yeah. So what was that again?
The largest magic school burned down and was dissolved into smaller schools. Or even just was broken up into smaller schools.
And that's a scene, not an event.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to put a scene under Dragon Rule, and it is going to be the Order of the Ruby Star plots a murder.
Nope. Wrong color. Sorry.
You're good.
Go. I'm actually going to add a period and say mechano advancement. So basically, things like Warforged and other high magic things were becoming a thing to fight the other magic users. Actually, let me rephrase it. So, I don't know exactly how to say it, but it's constructs built to fight magic. So there is definitely a very anti-magic push at this point. Like there are nations that may or may not have it, and they're building these mechanomen steampunk kind of idea to fight it.
All right, I'm going to put a event under the constructs built to fight magic.
All right.
The event is going to be the first fully functional construct is created.
Ari, what do you think?
I'm going to put an event an event under Magic Comes to Travel.
Okay.
And it's going to be first exploration of the seafloor.
Dave, what's up?
All right. I'm going to put an event under constructs built to fight magic, and that is the foundation of the natural order, which is an order of druids.
Ooh, I like it.
Zach, was your thing supposed to be an event or a scene? I can't remember.
Mine was an event.
Okay. So it's an event. I colored it wrong. That's why I asked.
You're good.
Let's see. The race to worship. I'm going to put a scene of the original cult leader died. Cult leader is killed. Zach, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to do a scene under the constructs built to fight magic.
Okay. Which event?
The first fully functional construct.
Okay. Let me grab that. Okay.
And it's going to be the creator making the construct do some stuff, and then everybody demanding that they get their own. So I guess a demonstration.
Demo of power, maybe?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Ari?
I'm going to put another scene under Deadly Cult Comes to Power. The original leader's daughter succeeds him.
Okay, what was that?
So under the original cult leader is killed,
Right.
his daughter succeeds him.
And I'll fix all these spelling errors later.
Don't worry about it.
You're good. You're good.
We don't judge.
All right, Dave, what do you think?
All right. I'm going to put a scene under foundation of the natural order, and that is going to be the natural order awakens the forest creatures.
Mm.
I'm so busy doing what you want me to do. I've got to think about it for a second.
You're good.
So under dragon rule, I'm going to say the first humanoid finds magic. So this is the first point that any race finds magic in the dragon rule. Zach, you're up.
All right. I admittedly do not have anything popping out right now, so I'm just going to pass for now.
All right. Ari?
I'm going to put a scene under first humanoid finds magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that they immediately share it with their clan, and it begins to spread from there.
Share with everyone and spreads fast. Is that
Yep.
okay? Cool.
Yeah, perfect.
No, wrong color. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Dave.
I'm going to add a period after constructs built to fight magic,
Okay.
and that will be the rule of the first Ursine Empire.
How do you spell that?
Ursine. Bear soldiers.
I love it.
There you go.
What is that? So we can
It's
do stuff underneath it?
it's an empire of anthropomorphic bears.
Okay. So that's me again. Hmm. Okay. A druid finds something unique. Or no, sorry. That should be an event. Sorry, wrong color. So
You get
the idea is that these people are exploring the sea floor and they find something they didn't expect. And because we're passing DM, I'm going to let that be when someone decides to use it, it's a thing. So it's sort of a MacGuffin right now.
All right.
cool.
Zach, what's up?
All right. I'm going to do a scene under first humanoids find magic.
Okay.
And it's going to be, everyone is slowly figuring out the different kinds of magic that they can use.
Schools of Magic discovered?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put another event under Era of Light.
Okay.
And it's going to be stricter limitations are put on what can be taught in these magic schools.
And you said an event, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to put a scene under first fully functional construct, and that scene will be the deadly cult commissions an army.
Ooh, I like it.
Nice.
Come on. And try to drag it down one. There we go. And as you're watching this, I promise you, I'm a fully functioning adult. I just can't spell for shit.
Fully functioning. What's that?
Yeah, right?
Okay, so where am I?
Oh goodness, who's the last one who put something?
Okay.
Something, yeah, your turn.
Majors of magic are required here. Under requirements for magic tools. So the schools are, if you're going to practice magic, you must be proficient, and they have majors like,
In the different schools.
yeah, divination. So yeah, you basically you have to major in it, is what I'm
All right.
All right.
So it's rare to have, especially since we're so far down the road, it's rare to have a random magic user.
So here's a question. I don't know if we're gonna like work this in. Difference between divine and arcane magic?
We can talk about that, but they're going to be different. If the book says they're different, then they're different.
Alrighty.
Zach, you're up.
I'm going to do a scene under the requirements on magic.
Okay.
And it's going to be pretty much a good chunk of the students seeing these requirements and going, we don't want to be restricted, and they leave.
Student rebellion.
Exodus of students.
Student rebellion. Is that okay?
That's good. That's good.
So you just nullified what I did. Thanks, Dick.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I'm just playing, dude. I'm just playing.
I know.
I don't care.
Oh no. Hold on.
We have a
Ari.
It is so under Mr. Really under student rebellion, they get the backing of divine casters.
So I feel like the student rebellion should be an event, and then what you're doing is backing.
I'm sorry.
Of divine.
You're good.
All good.
Dave, what do you think?
So let's put under era of light.
Okay.
First lighter than air crystals discovered.
And I'm going to make that an event.
Yeah, that would be an event.
And could you imagine me typing this if 1 million people on YouTube are watching?
Sometimes.
Okay, so it's me. I'm going to put an event under the rule of the Earth sign. Your sign?
Yep.
Earth sign.
Pirates break out across the seas. There you go. Zach.
All right. I'm going to do an event under Dragon Rule.
Okay.
And this is when humanoids start using dinosaurs for transportation, so to speak.
Are you okay with that, humans start domesticating dinosaurs.
That's good.
And that should be. Is that an event or a scene? I think it's an
I think
event.
that
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put. Oh, I'm gonna put a scene under God hides at the Eastern Pole.
Magic comes travel. East Pole is last.
Oh, for first mortal to godhood. Sorry, or it might actually. My bad. It's an event.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, sorry, it's way back there.
Yeah.
But it's going to be humanoids try and fail to unlock the secrets of godhood.
Okay, are you okay with that? Humans fail to obtain godhood.
Agreed.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I need to turn the light on.
Dave, what do you think?
I'm going to put a period before first mortal to godhood,
Okay.
and that will be the birth of the first four gods.
Okay, and since I'm next, I'm going to say Ginny the Lich becomes a god as an event. So Zach, you're up.
All right. For the deadly cult comes to power, I want to do a scene. And it's going to be the daughter pretty much tells the other cult members they're declaring war on the other religions.
Okay. Okay. Ari?
I'm going to put. Let's see. Going to put a. I'm gonna put a period after the rule of the first Ursine Empire,
Okay.
and I'm going to have it be the rise of the Trimaris Islands.
How do you spell that?
Trimaris.
Dave, what do you think?
I am going to put a scene under Era of Light.
Okay.
Or I guess I'll put an event under Era of Light since this doesn't fit under any of the current events. The Dionysian is stripped of godhood.
How do you spell that?
Diones.
M or N?
N is in Nancy.
Okay.
Oh, Nes. Sorry. IAN.
The Dionysian what?
The Dionysian is stripped of godhood.
Having a good time over there?
Mister is very needy, as I have said many times before.
Yeah.
Yep. This is fine. This is fine.
Indeed.
He's chilling.
Hmm. So what I'm going to do is a scene under here, and gods find power in the poles. So they're basically finding magic in the magnetics of this world.
Magnets!
How do they work?
We just don't know.
Yeah.
Zach, you're up.
Right. I will do an event for the rise of the Trimaris Islands.
Okay.
And the event is the islands rising out of the sea.
I'm so glad you read my mind.
The islands rise out of sea for the rise of the Trimaris Islands?
Well, no, because you could also take it as, like rising to power.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how I took it. So there you go.
There you go.
Ari, what are you doing?
Let's see. Going to put under Rise of the Trimaris Islands, first exploration into the islands from the outside. However, that's more easily worded.
Probably an event.
Yeah, I agreed.
Is that okay? First contact with the outside powers?
Yep, that's perfect.
All right, and I will also add an event under Rise of the Trimaris Islands, and that will be the discovery of the Trimaris crystal.
I actually have an interesting one. This is a planar holiday. So anyone that is on the natural plane, for whatever reason, this is a big deal. So it is, everyone gets a day off. It's like July 4th, but for the world.
Fair enough.
So I don't know why it's a big deal, but it's definitely a big deal.
We'll figure it out.
There you go.
Zach, what do you think?
For the rule of the first Ursine Empire, I'll put pirates also take over airships. Now, I'm not sure if that's an event or if that would be a scene within the pirates breakout across.
I think it's more of an event.
All right.
Yeah, definitely agreeing. Okay, Ari?
Under Race to Worship, going to put an event.
Okay.
The cult leader takes a king hostage.
Dave.
Under the first rule of the Ursine Empire,
Mm-hmm.
to put an event where bears police the air.
Bears police the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, there are bears in the air.
Okay, so I'm going to put a scene under that is a corrupt bear shit. I cannot do this right now.
You're
You're
good.
good. You're good.
um So, like a bear who's been like just fleecing people, he leaves all his net worth to somebody that no one knows.
Hmm.
I left everything I own in one piece.
Zach,
No.
what do you
I'll leave now. I'm so sorry.
think?
Goodbye. No. Oh, I'm back.
All right, Zach, what do you think?
All right, let's see here. Um. Hmm. I'm drawing a blank, so I'm going to pass this time.
All right, Ari, what do you think?
All right. I'm going to put a scene under cult leader takes a king hostage.
Okay.
The king's daughter challenges the cultists to a duel.
Are you okay with that? With that wording?
Yep, that works.
And there we go. Dave, what do you think?
I'm going to put a scene under cult leader takes a king hostage,
Okay.
and that will be crucifixion of the princess.
Ooh. Crucifixion. God, you're vicious, dude.
Got my head in. Ouch.
History isn't nice.
No, it's not.
Hmm. Let me think. So I'm gonna put this here. Rise of the trade barons.
Is that spelled like bear with en?
I wish.
I mean,
That,
it could be. It could be.
well, it's definitely an event.
Bear barons?
I could definitely say, let's say, there we go. Makes back to the Bears. There you go. Zach, you're up.
All right. Hmm. Sorry.
Do I need to move left or right? Just let me know.
I think I'm going to want to try and do something for the rule of the Ursan Empire. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly. Like, I feel like there's something here. Just getting it out of my mouth is the problem. I'll do an event.
Okay.
Ursan Empire gets word of another empire, and we'll just say
go to war. Is that okay? Like, is that something you're okay with, or do you want it to be something different?
Yeah, war is fine. The only time you'll ever hear a human being say that. War, yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Ari, what do you think?
If you could go to the left to the Birth of the Four Gods.
Okay.
I'm going to say, trying to come up with a name. How about just put a placeholder name. The eldest god attempts to banish Ginny or Guinea.
Oh, that's fun.
Mind you, it's only an attempt.
The attempt was made.
Dave, what do you think?
How about a scene under magic equipment, which is under magic comes to travel?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
And that's going to be the first magic prosthetic.
Come on, move. God damn it. Google Docs can be bitchy at times.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do this. First.
Oh, hold on. That's deleting the.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. First magic pros. There we go.
Or that might be green.
I mean, that's definitely a part of magic equipment. So if I could actually drag it, oh, there it goes. Of course, that happens. It should be under that, but we're just gonna leave it there for now.
That's fine.
I am actually okay with this. For right now, I will pass.
And I'm kind of in the same boat. I really can't think of anything else to add.
Ari?
I do have one thing to add.
Okay.
The Lupine Rebellion against the Ursine Empire. So that would be under the Ursine goes to war as an event.
Yep. What do you got?
So the Lupine Empire rises up against the Ursine Empire.
That was exactly the thought I was having earlier.
Amazing. Well, you didn't do it, and I did. So
Yeah.
What can I say?
So I'm going to say Ursine goes to war, Lupine fights back. Dave, what do you think?
We'll put a scene under Lupine fights back. Lupine hires the Wolverine mercenaries.
They hire Hugh Jackman?
Yes.
I would pay big money to see an army of Hugh Jackman just just running at people.
There you go. Lupine hires Hugh Jackman. And we're just going to know what that means. So we're going to...
Are we missing anything from the palette?
I don't think so.
You can just run through it real quick.
Magic, yes. Deck of many things. No. Flying cities. Oh, we don't have any flying cities, so I should say
that can probably go under
Trimaris Islands.
Travel.
Do what?
Or maybe I was gonna suggest maybe it be under magic comes to travel, because if there are like sky ships.
Yeah.
So it would be under magic equipment, I guess.
Yeah, I got it. First flying cities.
Oh, I was thinking the Trimaris Islands were the flying cities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that too.
I like that as well.
The Trimaris Sky Cities.
Dun dun dun.
There you go. So so we got that. We got the flying
Perfect.
cities. Let's look back. Dragon Nation. We kind of have that under Dragon Rule.
Yeah.
Cult Inquisitions, yes.
Yep.
No space travel, no return from the dead, sure. Must have sea adventures, yes. Must have dinos, yes. Many gods, yes. Anthropomorphic animals. That may be something we don't have.
Well, that's
we do. It's under the
Air Empire.
All right. Cool. Magic airships, yes. No teleport, sure. One Civil War.
Do we have a Civil War?
Do we have a Civil War?
Is that the Lupines rebelling against the Earth sign?
It can be if we want it to be.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Cool. Magic cannot create food or drink. Mechs are a thing. Mech limbs are a thing. Extinct race is talked about. That is actually one I don't know if we have.
I don't think we do.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Cult of the Dragon is Reborn.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. At least one strong power. Yes, we have that. Nil deals that break time and space. It's also become a god. Yes. No planes beside the material. I think that's okay.
I think.
Yeah, looks like we got everything.
Okay. Does anyone want to add or delete anything from the timeline?
I'm perfectly fine with this.
Okay. Well,
I'm good with it as well.
This is our world going forward.
Right.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, all the people listening, check out brokenjars.xyz, our drive-through RPG link in the bottom, our Patreon, all of our Twitters, which we'll link. Thank you for coming and listening to this probably terrible podcast.
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. Do not play us down at all.